Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to be a review of the butterfly method. I'm going to go through step by step how to use the butterfly method to subtract fractions with unlike denominators. 8/9 minus 3/4 is our model problem. I'm going to get right into it. I'm Mr. Camilleri, and this is the Mr. Camilleri Show YouTube channel. So step one, we want to find a common denominator. The quickest way to do that is to multiply our two separate denominators. So I'm going to multiply 9 times 4. 9 times 4 equals 36. So 36 is our common denominator. Next step, we multiply our numerator times the opposite denominator. So I am going to multiply 8 times 4 and 9 times 3. So 8 times 4 equals 32. 9 times 3 equals 27. (32 minus 27 equals 5), and we have our final answer. 8/9 minus 3/4 equals 5/36. Obviously, they call this the butterfly method because it's in the shape of a butterfly. All right, next problem. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. I appreciate you all being here. All right, 7/8 minus 1/3. That'll be my next problem. 7/8 minus 1/3. So step one, we multiply our two separate denominators to find a common denominator. So 8 times 3 equals 24. Now we multiply our numerator times the opposite denominator, so we're going to multiply 7 times 3 and 8 times 1. Seven times 3 equals 21. 8 times 1 equals 8. Now our final step, we have to subtract our numerators. We have to subtract 21 minus 8 to get our final answer. 21 minus 8 equals 13. If you're not able to do that in your head, what you can do is set the numerators up down here and do some basic subtraction. (21 minus 8 does equal 13, and we have our final answer. 7/8 minus 1/3 equals 13/24. All right, I think I'm going to do one more example problem, and then we're going to call it a video. Again, shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Please hit that like button. Let's get the likes up. All right. 5/8 minus 1/5. That is our next problem. Step one, we multiply our denominators to find a common denominator. 8 times 5 equals 40. Step two, we multiply our numerator times the opposite denominator. So we are going to multiply 5 times 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. 8 times 1 equals 8. And then we have to subtract 25 minus 8. We subtract our numerators to get our numerator in our final answer here. Let me make my denominator a little neater. Gonna make it a little neater. Neatness is important. All right. It's just making it a little bit neater here. Now, I know the answer in my head, but for those that don't, on scrap paper or on your whiteboard, 25 minus 18, you can do it out. 5 becomes a 15, the 2 becomes a 1, 15 minus 8 equals 7, 1 minus 1 equals 0. I did 25 minus 18, not 25 minus 8. See? That's what happens when you rush. That is why you don't rush. Because when you rush, you make mistakes. 25 minus 8. 5 becomes a 15. The 2 becomes a 1. 15 minus 8 equals 7. 1 minus 0 equals 0. 1 minus 0 equals 1. And our answer is 17. So 5/8 minus 1/5 equals 17/40. See, even the most elite mathematicians can make mistakes if they go too fast. I almost made a mistake, but I caught myself and I fixed it. All right, next example. Nine tenths minus 3/5. Step 1, we multiply our separate denominators to get a common denominator. 10 times 5 equals 50. Next, we multiply the opposite numerator and the opposite denominator. 9 times 5 equals 45. 10 times 3 equals 30. 45 minus 30 equals 15. Now, if you're not able to do that in your head, what I would recommend doing is doing it out down here. 5 minus 0 equals 5. 4 minus 3 equals 1. And our answer is 15/50. Now, that is not our final answer because 15/50 can be reduced to lowest terms. Usually I do my reducing fractions to lowest terms videos. I usually make those videos separate, but I've been getting requests to put them in the same video. So I am going to reduce my answer 15/50 to lowest terms. And after I reduce, that will be the end of my video. All right, 15/50. So we reduce to lowest terms by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor between 15 and 50 is 5. So 15 divided by 5, 50 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. 50 divided by 5 equals 10. And we have our final answer. 9 tenths minus 3/5 equals 3 tenths. That would be what the answer is in lowest terms. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Also, one closing statement before I go. The basic fundamental skills of adding, subtracting, regrouping, multiplying, dividing. A lot of different, more challenging math concepts are built off of those skills. As you saw multiple operations in these fraction problems. You saw addition, you saw subtraction, you saw regrouping. So definitely, if you're a younger student, I would recommend mastering those skills. If you can add, if you can subtract, if you can regroup, if you know your single-digit multiplication facts, it will make the more challenging problems it will make math a lot easier for you if you master those skills up front. So definitely encourage all the younger viewers, really study those math facts, get fluent with your addition, subtraction, and multiplication. If you're a little older, if you're an older student watching, it's not too late. You can still get better at those skills. And also, an alternative is there are multiplication charts available. If you don't feel confident with your multiplication fluency to do it in your head. But that is my video. Usually to the point. Sorry, I did ramble a little bit. But that's my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.